First and foremost, we went through this experience of people moving down here and working from home. We went through that during the pandemic and we saw what happened. The prices spiked. They did whatever they did. Then Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan calls everybody up and says, get your ass back in the office. Everybody's got to come back. They own these condos down here. They got to try to rent them. They're losing everything on the condos. They're subsidizing people to live in these units that they overpaid on because they thought this was a forever condo. And unless there's a decision by corporations in New York to allow their key people to actually work from home, I don't see how it's justifiable. Many of these people have already gone through this experiment. So we've gone through the experiment. We know how it works. We know what the technology is. We know what the reality is, but we also know at the end of the day, these CEOs want their brass admin. They want them in and around. Why? Because of synergy, because of everything else. I don't see how the wealthy types are going to be able to come down here. Now, it's one thing if you're Jeff Bezos and you're long in a tooth and you're retired. You can move down here and say you're going to set up a business. You're not going to do shit. You're simply doing like all the people do as they retire. They move down to Florida. That's not a big deal. So those people who probably are ready.
But they're coming anyway.
But they're past their shelf life. Those people are going to come. There's no question. They can claim it's taxes, whatever. But I'm talking about the real people. And then the flip side of that as to why they're not coming. If Mamdani is successful in his plans, why the hell would you want to leave? Dude, if you're getting all this free stuff, why would you want to leave and then come down to Miami and have to hustle? You don't have public transportation for the most part, unless you're just taking the Metro Rail or the trolley and you're kind of coastal. Why would you pass on it? If you're able to save all this money because you don't have to pay for these things because everything is free and you got government grocery stores and stuff like that, you can take that side cash and come down here and mess around with the extra money. So it's kind of hard for me to understand how this could go forward, given the fact we've just finished this experiment. And we saw what that previous story was about affordability and survey and how many people are uncomfortable and turned off by what South Florida has to offer in terms of affordability.
Could I say it better myself? Probably not, but I'll try.
Please.
I don't think first of all, Mamdani's not a realtor, so how can he be the Florida Realtor of the Year? I don't know what his real estate license is. The Florida Realtor of the Year will probably be the Jills again, because they sell $1 billion a year in real estate. So that's one. Two, will he maybe be the mayor of the year? I don't know.